Good evening, you brave, beautiful, loving souls, and warriors of faith. I could understand that sometimes it takes a lot more pauses, but it gives me time to think through my thoughts and words before I speak them. And I do my best to make sense to my best ability. Let's talk about how the state of the world is becoming. I have noticed that people tend to talk about a lot of random things. And I will urge you to be careful who you watch. Now, you can watch this channel and truth will be told to you with no tricks, no hiding agendas. Yes, there are people that exist just like Jack Hibbs. But do people actually mean what they say in the comments? Do they mean what they say through their heart and soul? Do they mean to say from their integrity and truthfulness out of their kindness? End of topic. Let's move on to the next. Did you guys know that it's kind of like a repetitive cycle that's been happening through the ages and through the 1,000 or more years? Because the more things become advanced, the more we can call them such things as "in this era" means a year or a decade or a century. And what I mean by it has been repetitive, oh, the taking away of children and stuff like that. In fact, did you know that they're trying to dispose of children? And perhaps I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Now, I could be wrong, but I think the reason why they're trying to get disposed of the children is because they're looking for the ones or mothers that will perhaps contain Christ or King. They're just trying to eliminate the numbers. Now, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, which I can be within this flesh as a human man and inside this body. I did a lot of digging. As random as these topics can get, but they all add up to the same cause. Also, an outcome. For instance, people are drinking a lot of coffee these days. Now, if you all can handle the caffeine, you can drink it. But what benefits does it serve? Did you know that tea can be a little bit better than coffee? Tea can relieve you out of many sicknesses when you're sick. While coffee can just sometimes make things worse. Some say it might improve the lessening effects of cancer, but I don't know about that. How do they truly know? Do they really examine? Do they put drops of coffee on a blood cell and see how it reacts? They hide a lot of secrets from you all. And sometimes your mind can handle a, a lot of truth to a certain degree and extent. It's those addictions that we need to get out of the comfort zone and forsake them. Because I kid you not, demons are real, angels are real. Although, as it says in the Bible, Father is very eternal and strong, and the darkness could not comprehend the light. It could not even perceive it. That's how loving and unknown God that we serve. And because He's so unknown, He has built such a beautiful nation as Israel. And call it the cornerstone of the earth. Did you know that also in the book of Genesis it describes how we came to this advanced technology era? Yes, and we call that history as we prolong and advance through so many words or actions. Even the technology that we hold in our hands. For example, in the book of Genesis, it says, "Be fruitful and multiply. Take the seas and the land, and take the skies." Also meaning seas by ships, land by cars and vehicles, transportation, the skies, airplanes, jets, helicopters. Many people have been aware of this. Some mention it, some don't. And a lot of times they talk about many random subjects or topics. But there are a lot of secrets to be unveiled. And it is my great joy to make these videos out of pure truth with not even sugarcoating anything. Not even going around the bush. Some people will just shrug it off and say random things when they don't hold any meaning or a purpose. As random as they might say, "Oh, this is an allegory, this is fiction," when sometimes they even contradict their own words and make a mistake upon themselves. I admit that I'm not perfect. It is a fallen world after all. But be blessed be our King and glory unto him, for him to be so eternal and so gracious to give us life, to endure so many different things. That's how vast and eternal he is, for him to give us attributes of himself in order for us to explore, to journey, to have fun, to have joy. If we didn't have any sadness or any emotions, we will be like robots. Someday humanity will be enveloped by robots and people will despise them. The notion of this AI excitement needs to go away. Look how much it ruins lives. When our gracious Lord is so eternal and pure, He gives us more chances and more resources than we can ever imagine. Did you know that there are mentions that He's preparing for us? Meaning not houses, but domains and worlds that are beyond our fathoming imaginations. It's beyond, meaning going so far that we cannot even take a breath. That's how shocked we will be. It's like, do you know how amazing it would be to be in His presence? Although, to be in His presence, it's like putting a gravity stone on you, and that's how much weight you have been pressed against. That's the magnitude to be in His presence because He is holy and pure. Our bodies on this earth could not take the strain, it will take too much toll. At least this is just one journey out of many. But here on earth, the resources are finite. And through Him, the resources are eternal. It's truly amazing. of what we can find out later by passing on and passing through this life. Perhaps there are different worlds, but don't let them lie to you or trick you by just throwing in pictures and some fantasies on their videos, at least some of them. But these videos are to help you, to benefit you, so to say, reawaken you. Or your soul. If it helps you, it helps others. Perhaps there will be like a world of fresh dewdrops of the King Almighty, with fresh air, with no pollution. It could have been like with horses, and there's nothing wrong with horses. People think that, oh, horses pollute more air, and so on. Really? Have you tested everything? Have you taken samples of air and sticked it into the air meter and told us the analysis of the results? Yes, there are billions of people, but majority of the people tend to not learn, but just goof off. So I'm glad to make these videos to benefit you and others around you, not just myself. And again, I actually do not know how to sell t-shirts and all that. Because do you know why? Because there's trillions of clothing floating around the world and people making more and more productions. And also, money is a resource. It can be also finite. Some have a quantity of whole lot, and some barely any. And yet, with some individuals, they can still live on fruits and vegetables. Only the lands are rare to find that are not inhabited by people or animals in order to find such rare fruit to eat from. or the trees or bushes. Just like the Lord was saying in the book of Genesis, you may eat the fruits of the that have seeds in them, but thou shalt not touch the fruit, the tree of good and evil, and the tree of knowledge. So the Bible is quite alive. Some may laugh or shrug it off. Some may make fun of a lot of things. But that's why we get back up and get stronger. No matter of their insults. We can also ignore them. That's the easiest way to walk away from them when they are laughing. We can make those choices. And the scales can tip easily. We do not have the power of life and death because only God does so. Thus explains the power of motion when things are moving forward, even at a rapid rate. It's just either buildings, plants, rivers, cars, paper. Although the words are there for a reason, it's for us to have a voice and a sound, to have astounding truth. End of the topic. Let's begin, warriors of faith, to read this evening's devotion. And as you can tell, I'm very calm, I'm very thoughtful, and it is not by my own strength or power. In fact, did you know that I even stopped being jealous and envious of many things? Do you know why? Because there's too many things to focus on. Our brains are designed to handle certain things throughout the days, not groanings or complaints. To be jealous of so many things and say, oh, I want that car. I feel envious. And I got to experience so many interesting words that were spoken out of people's mouths. Seriously, they were speaking in the tongue of old, like saying they are envious or jealous, because that is the tongue of old. Speaking of the tongues and the king's languages. Yes, there are so many different languages. I don't think I can even count how many languages there are. Perhaps there are hundreds. Speaking of languages, in Japan they speak Japanese, in Korea they speak Korean, in China they speak Chinese. In fact, they can be a little similar because they use certain words as like symbols. And no one actually teaches anyone these things in school at all to pay attention to. No wonder people get so bored in school because there is no excitement. There's no incentive. There's no motivation. No wonder our schools are so messed up because of people's decision making and choices. And this time I will speak more clearly and less pauses. And as our beautiful, blessed King of the heavens and the earth and of all creation would say to us, there are temporary here on earth, he would say, rise, royal knights, and fight the good fight of faith. This is our sword, ladies and gentlemen. The Bible is our sword. The Lord is the word like a sharp double-edged sword, and it rhymes, so it is true. Because our words have power and meaning, otherwise they would not hurt people. Otherwise we wouldn't have names if it weren't for the words. So let's find the meanings. Let's find the treasures within this book. And as royal knights, let's rise and read the book of Nehemiah 3:15. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shallun, the son of Kalhose, the ruler of part of Mizpah. He built it and covered it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and the wall of the pool of Siloa by the king's garden, and onto the stairs that go down from the city of David. Nehemiah 3:15. By the way, I really Eliashib Eliashib really love the Bible. See, guys, this is why I follow the scriptures. This morning, I was talking about the wall. It's like putting a brick and building a wall so the enemies cannot come through your defenses. Rebuilding the wall. Then Eliashib the high priest rose up with his brethren, the priests, and they builded the sheep gate. They sanctified it and set up the doors of it. See, guys, this is why I do not contradict the Bible. It even speaks of the words that I just spoke this morning, of the doors and the walls, the doors of it, even onto the tower of Meach. They sanctified it unto the tower of Hananeli, Hananiel. Pardon me for my pronunciation. And next unto him builded the men of Jericho, and next to them builded Zakur, the son of Emery. But the fish gate did the sons of Heseniah build, who also laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Meremoth, the son of Orijah, the son of Koz. And next unto them repaired Meshulaim, the son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabeel. And next unto them repaired Zadok, the son of Baana. And next unto them the Tekoites repaired, but their nobles put not their necks to the work of their Lord. See, another word, nobles, and our Lord is noble. Not their necks to the work of their Lord. Moreover, the old gate repaired Jehoiada, the son of Peseah, and Meshulaim, the son of Besodiah. They laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, and the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Melatiah the Gibeonite, and Jadon the Meronothite, the men of Gibeon and of Mizpah, unto the throne of the governor on this side the river. And they're talking about uh, I believe, the four rivers. And speaking of the governor, next unto him repaired Uziel, the son of Hariah, of the goldsmiths. Goldsmiths are like smiths that can refurbish gold. It's like mining steel ingots and so on from mines. Next unto him also repaired Hananiah, the son of one of the apothecaries. Apothecaries. That's a big word, by the way. Apothecaries, it's like, I guess sometimes it refers to magic or ruins. And they fortified Jerusalem unto the broad wall. Yep, and they're just speaking of Jerusalem. It can be sometimes in the mix. It either speaks of the past or the future. Sometimes the dialogues can be mixed with conversations. But most of the time, it's mentioned uh, of the Lord Almighty, our Savior. And next unto them repaired Rephaiah, the son of Hur, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem. And next unto them repaired Jediah, the son of Ramah, Heruma. Again, these names are ancient and they're sometimes hard to pronounce. So that's why you guys might catch me struggling a little bit. Even over against his house. And next unto him repaired Hatash, the son of Shabin, Heshab, Heshabiniah, Heshabiniah, Melchijah, the son of Harim, and Hashub, the son of Pehath Moab, repaired the other piece and the tower of the furnaces. I think I'm going to point out a few things after I read the rest of this context. And next unto him repaired Shalom, the son of Halohesh, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem, he and his daughters. The valley gate repaired Hanun and the inhabitants of Zenoah. They built it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and 1,000 cubits on the wall unto the dung gate. And cubits can mean a lot of weight or height or length and the measurement thereof. And they're also speaking of the area where Sodom and Gomorrah was found. And they're talking about the furnace that they also found from archaeological discoveries. And 1,000 cubits on the wall onto the dung gate. But the dung gate repaired Malchiah, the son of Rechab, the ruler of part of Beth Hasuraim. He built it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shalon, the son of Kohose, the ruler of part of Mizpah. He built it and covered it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and the wall of the pool of Siloah by the king's garden, and unto the stairs that go down from the city of David. After him repaired Nehemiah, the son of Azbuk, the ruler of the half part of Beth Zur, unto the place over against the sepulchres of David, and to the pool that was made, and unto the house of the mighty. Oh, in the pool, they're speaking of the in the city of David, there was a pool that was found. After him repaired the Levites, Raham the son of Bani. Next, and the Levites, they used to be priests. Next unto him repaired Hashabiah, the ruler of the half part of Halah and his part. After him repaired their brethren, Bavei, the son of Henadad, the ruler of the half part of Kile, and next to him repaired Ezer, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, another piece over against the going up to the armory at the turning of the wall. Armory, that's why I called you guys warriors. Arm yourselves. After him, Baruch, the son of Zabai, earnestly repaired the other piece from the turning of the wall unto the door of the house of Eliashib, the high priest. After him repaired Meremoth, the son of Urijah, the son of Koz, another piece from the door of the house of Eliashib, even to the end of the house of Eliashib. And after him repaired the priests, the men of the plain. After him repaired Benjamin and Hashab over against their house. After him repaired Azariah, the son of Maaseiah, the son of Ananiah, by his house. After him repaired Benu, the son of Henadad, another piece from the house of Azariah unto the turning of the wall, even unto the corner. Pelel, the son of Uzziah, over against the turning of the wall, and the tower which lieth unto from out from the king's high house, that was by the court of the prison. After him, Padilla, the son of uh, Perosh. Moreover, the Nethanims dwelt in Ophel unto the place over against the water gate toward the east, and the tower that lieth out. After them, the Tekoites repaired another piece over against the great tower that lieth out, even unto the wall of Ophel. From above the horse gate repaired the priests, every one over against his house. After them repaired Zadok, the son of Immer, over against his house. After him repaired also Shemaiah, the son of Shechaniah, the keeper of the east gate. After him repaired Hananiah, the son of Shelemiah, and Hanun, the sixth son of Zelaph, another piece. After him repaired Meshullam, the son of Berechiah, over against his chamber. And chamber also means a room, probably a bigger room than people can imagine. That's what chambers are. After him repaired Melchiah, the goldsmith's son, unto the place of the Nethinims and of the merchants over against the gate Mifkad, and to the going up of the corner, and between the going up of the corner unto the sheep gate repaired the goldsmiths and the merchants. Nehemiah 3:15. Mention of the king's garden by Nehemiah brings to mind the paradise which the King of Kings prepared for Adam. Ah, I was coming to that conclusion that they were building and preparing everything. Sin has utterly ruined that fair abode of all delights, and driven forth the children of men to till the ground which yields thorns and briars unto them. My soul, remember the fall, for it was thy fall. Weep much, because the Lord of love was so shamefully ill treated by the head of the human race, of which thou art a member, as undeserving as any. Behold how dragons and demons dwell on this fair earth, which once was a garden of delights. See, guys, this is why I don't contradict the Bible. It speaks of dragons and demons. It means people are acting in a certain way that leads to greed and power. See yonder another king's garden, which the king waters with his bloody sweat. Gethsemane, just the main, whose bitter herbs are sweeter far to renew souls than even Eden's Lucius fruits. There the mischief of the serpent in the first garden was undone. There the curse was lifted from earth and borne by the woman's promised seed. My soul, bethink thee much of the agony and the passion, restore to the garden of the olive press, and view thy great Redeemer rescuing thee from thy lost estate. This is the garden of gardens, indeed, wherein the soul may see the guilt of sin and the power of love, two sights which surpass all others. Is there no other king's garden? Yes, my heart, thou art, or shouldest be such. How do the flowers flourish? Do any choice fruits appear? Does the king walk within and rest in the bowers of my spirit? As we speak of fruits, let me see that the plants are trimmed and watered, and the mischievous foxes hunted out. Come, Lord, and let the heavenly wind blow at thy coming, that the spices of thy garden may flow abroad. Nor must I forget the king's garden of the church. O Lord, send prosperity unto it. Rebuild her walls, nourish her plants, ripen her fruits, pardon me, it's actually ripen her fruits. It means soften and to have a different flavor, as like sweet flavor of the fruits. And from the huge wilderness reclaim the barren waste and make thereof a king's garden. Yeah, we all should look forward to God's kingdom and splendors and delights. Perhaps they speak of the New Jerusalem, or sometimes it mentions how they were preparing everything in the past or rebuilding things, or perhaps to the future to come. That's amazing. Oh, briars and thorns. I think you guys have seen thorns on roses before. That's why there is some other verse that says, with thorns and thistles From the dust we came, and into the dust we shall return. One of the favorite verses that I have because it's true. And as we read, um, I think this mornings or evenings, um, it was saying that even the dust shall bow down before our King. Oh, pardon me. I actually tried to pronounce. It's called luscious fruits. To me, since I have a different language, it sounds like I you sounds like an oo because I speak two languages, and here's how Russian sounds. Ты и я. И я могу сказать, доверяйте свою душу для Бога. Translation: trust in God with all your soul and give your soul to God. It's actually pronounced luscious fruits. And I think you guys might be in for a treat of what the title of this video might be. It's pretty amazing. And in this evening's devotion, you saw how they were preparing everything in their context. They were doing their own cause, and they were serving the Lord by them doing their own tasks. This video is a little bit longer than expected, but sometimes I do get bored, and I just love to make these types of videos instead of make non-productive videos. And I can also share a few words of Russian. I know very little bit of Ukrainian, even though I'm from there, but I can tell you a few of them. For example, of a onion, luk. I think garlic is pronounced as чеснок. Хлопці і дівчата. No, yeah, and I can still speak fluently in Russian a little bit because sometimes I do switch in between. Приятно познакомиться с вами э, с этой ночью, ребята. И приятно услышать вас. Translation: it is pleasing to hear from you guys in this evening. you gracious people. Again, continue blooming with your light. Keep growing. And thank you, all warriors of this evening, for keeping and giving it all you have to the Lord, and keep fighting the good fight of faith. And thank you for all of you that you picked up this sword this evening. Stay humble, stay out of trouble, stay true to the Lord, and stay true to yourselves. I wish you all a beautiful well being with God's glory and His victory within your hands. Keep blooming, keep shining, and peace be unto you, you beautiful souls. See you all in the next one.